Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. I am Aditi, and this is a message for whenever this message reaches you, because Spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum, and so the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Dig what I'm saying? So, let us check our spiritual voicemail and see what is what. 8 of Cups coming out the gate. I love you, but I gots to go. All right, do you have any other jumpers that want to make themselves known? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. 3 shuffles and a cut. And let us continue. 1, 2, 3, and a cut. I love you, a bushel and a peck. A bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck. Eight of Cups, 5 of Daggers, Knight of Daggers. Chancellor of Crystals, 3 of Cups, and 5 of Wands. All right, let's make sure that everyone is showing up here, present and accounted for. Gotta make sure everybody's in the frame. Come on, get in the shot. Alrighty, let's take a look-see. Okay, walking away from what is no longer serving you, meaning that it did serve you at one point, but now it is of no use. 5 of Daggers, this is the whole winning at what cost. Very interesting that it's kind of like taking the theme of the 7 of the traditional, like Rider-Waite 7 of Swords, where, you know, they've got 5 of them in their hand and walking, looking over their shoulder, leaving the 2. But this time, in this deck, it is the 5, and the central figure has the 3 daggers and is leaving the 2. But it's still, you know, you won, but did you really? Did you really? And then we've got the Knight of Daggers coming up next. This is swift thought, snap decisions. I did not spend a whole lot of time thinking about this because, well, I did not have a lot of time to spend thinking about this. I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late 3 times. And then we've got the Chancellor of Crystals. I smell money. 3 of Cups, gathering together, hanging out, enjoying time with like-minded individuals, as well as the 5 of Wands. So there is a melee there. All right. So, Someone said the wrong right thing drinking. Like this to me seems like it's the walking away from the holiday family fight because someone announced in the midst of the celebration some deep dark family secret, and now everybody is yelling and screaming at each other. Chariot, yeah. It's time to get out of this. Whatever it is time to go. This could also be like some sort of big company scandal or some foolishness. But Chariot, you've been removed from that situation. Warden of Crystals, because it is not helpful. Whatever this was getting in the way of you being able to nurture yourself and other people in the way that Spirit needs you to be. Divine or High Priestess, remember what your thoughts sound like. Get into yourself. Get into what Spirit has for you. Time to meditate. It's time to meditate and get back into your crystals and your herbs. Write that down, Aditi. One moment. Always keep a writing utensil close by. But yes, High Priestess, get back to your crystals and your herbs and your meditation. Okay? The Fool, because there's a new journey ahead for you. You're going to need this where you're going. Okay, I have to write that down. Also, when Spirit tells you to write something down, just stop and do it. You're not going to remember later. If you're not used to making sharp changes or changing direction when Spirit says to move, get used to that. Because there's something in it for you with the Fool card. And here's Justice. I cannot get over how cute Justice is. And now I need a dark teal skirt and a light blue sweater. Like, can we just hold on a second? Look at the fit. How cute is she? I can't. Look at the pom-poms on the shoes. Yeah. Okay. All right. So again, Justice. This is Spirit coming in and handing down decisions and the repercussions that go along with them, according to the evidence that has been gathered over a period of time. There is no way to cheat on these kinds of tests. And the evidence is in the long work. If you don't stop playing with me, 10 of Cups, Justice has decided that a 10 of Cups is awarded to you. Happiness. Generational happiness, stability. A happy home. Warden of Crystals, Big Mama energy. You know, she thrives in a happy home. She is the epicenter of her happy home. We've got stingers and wings. Doesn't seem like it would work but it works for them. This is about partnering and happiness, that type of thing. We've got the Seven of Cups. We've got some choices. We've got some decisions to make. And not all of them are advantageous because, well, you come over here to the Ten of Cups, and this is one of those, you know, big goal kind of cards. You reach that level and you've got new levels of opposition and decisions that are going to be presented to you. New levels, new devils, right? And we've got the Knight of Crystals, the long-term answers to prayers, the slowest moving knight in the deck, Mr. I gotta dot my I's, cross my T's. It's like a Flash on Zootopia. If you have never watched Zootopia, Flash is the sloth that works at the DMV, and everything he does is slow, except for the car that he drives. He drives a muscle car. It's that the contradiction in terms. Okay. And then we've got the Six of Cups here. So this is like the sweetness that life has to offer. Okay. Okay. So with the decisions that are going to be placed before you, take your time and examine them thoroughly and enjoy the process. Be present and enjoy the elimination process. Thank you, Spirit. You've got the Four of Daggers. You are coming to a time of rest, whether it is mental rest, physical rest, or both. Yes, mental rest, physical rest, or both. If you are finding yourself sleepy at times of the day when you're not normally sleepy, take the rest. That's upgrading time. Okay? That's Spirit kind of like, okay, like according to the story in the Bible, when in the creation story, right? And Adam wanted a companion. So God didn't do the wide awake, no topical anesthetic to take the rib from Adam. No. God put Adam to sleep and then took the rib and then created Eve. Right? So like with this Four of Daggers, take the rest because you're being upgraded. Seven of Daggers. Okay, so bring this right back up. All right, so this is Seven of Daggers is like being sinister is not the word. Strategic. There we go. Being strategic about how you are communicating, right? And so I brought this up about the traditional depiction of the Seven of Daggers. And it's right here. But let's just look at that with the 5 and the 7. Check them out. Check them out. Yeah, both of them looking over their shoulder, holding all but 2. Move your. There we go. really, holding all but 2 of the daggers. And what are the 2 of daggers depicted as? What's the energy with the 2 of daggers? A choice, a decision that you have to make, don't want to make. You've already made, but don't want to make. Willful blindness, I'm hearing. Okay. All right. So yes, 7 of daggers is moving strategically, moving in silence like the G in lasagna. And then we've got the World card. This is your graduation, the end, the coronation. Something has reached its culmination, and it is time to celebrate that and also put that down. Time to move forward. The Moon. Now that you found it, you don't know what to do with it, do you, Gelfling? But Agra knows. The Moon. This is the time of limited visibility. This is a time of healing, also embracing the darkness. The Moon uses the darkness to highlight itself, right? And not only does the Moon like highlight itself, but it also highlights just what you need. The very things that you need. If you are not paying attention to the moon cycles and the effects that it has on your life, and also the lessons that the moon has to teach us, I strongly suggest getting into that. Start with an app, for Pete's sake, just to follow the moon cycles and keep a journal of what's going on in your life as it pertains to the phases that the moon goes through. Like, it's so amazing to me how our world is constructed on a physical plane, and like all of the things that go into the ebbs and flows of our physical world. And the moon and the phases of the moon is a part of that. Like, that in and of itself is just awe-inspiring, personally. And then we've got the 9 of Cups. This is standing back and congratulating yourself. Really, really proud of getting past this 8 of Cups energy, having the courage to walk away, even after putting that information, putting that energy into it and stepping back from it. And then the 9 of Cups is like, good job, you. Proud of you. The Magician. Okay. Good job, you. I'm proud of you. I've got what I need to be able to create the life that I want. And it's all right there in my skirts. Don't play with it. That's for me to do. I'm the magician. I shape this world. And by I mean the spirit in me. Because that's where all of these tools came from. Don't get it twisted. Yes, you can be proud of yourself, but don't get crazy. Because you have to understand and recognize where these things are coming from. Just when I was talking about how this world is put together, you think this was done by happenstance? You think all of these systems that can't be manipulated by skin suits are just thrown together? There has to be a grand architect. There just has to be. There are too many little pieces that fit together in such a beautiful way. There are too many pieces that fit together in such a beautiful way. And that includes our roles and our abilities here on this planet. Like, it's amazing. And then we've got the Nine of Cups. It's amazing. I'm just so full of emotion. Knight of Cups. I'm just so full of emotion. Like it just brings tears to my eyes. Just the beauty of it all. And oh, I just love your eyes. They're breathtaking. They're just captivating. The Knight of Cups is that very unbridled emotion. It's not just passion, because passion just seems a little too specific for the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is just unbridled emotion. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's beautiful. It's a lot. And then we've got the Five of Crystals. Feeling cast out, lost, alone. Nobody loves me. I don't have enough. It's cold out here. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. This is for the birds. The Five of Crystals is a reminder that alone is not always lonely. And sometimes you have to go through these tough parts of your life to be able to appreciate A, what you've had, and B, put you in a better mind frame to appreciate what's to come. The Five is just what is in the middle, right? And there's a building, there's a building and destroying cycle that happens in our lives. It's like it's breathing, like the world is breathing, and our world is breathing as we grow. So remembering that, when you get to these parts in your life where things are rough, and I mean really rough, like look, they got tattered clothes, they're sitting outside, it looks like they're sitting in a puddle, probably because they don't have access to a bathroom. But it's just, these are hard times. Make no mistake. This is a tough part of the process. But knowing that you are never, ever, ever by yourself, even when it feels like it. And that you can always knock on the door and ask for assistance. And then rounding us out is the Strength card. This is that balance of who you are, who you were, who you're destined to become, and also being at peace with the process. Standing here with a lioness at her feet. If your heart is not steady, if your aura is not steady, animals in particular are very sensitive to our energies. They know things about what's going on with us. They pick up on things that's going on within us before we know about it. And so for the human to stand next to the lioness in perfect peace means that she is steady. She is not nervous, agitated, scared, right? She's calm. And because she has that calm in her, she is relaying that information to the lioness, who is calm in turn. It's like being in vapor lock with yourself. And again, being in vapor lock with yourself, when I say with yourself, I mean with yourself and in spirit, all encompassing. because without spirit, there is no us. Just throw that out there. All right. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. And remember that until we meet again, to be good to yourselves and to each other. And I will see you next time. Bye now.